The Bangalore Fort, initially built by the Kempegowda I in 1537. It is a mud fort which was later on rebuilt by Hyder Ali in 1761, and later on it was also extended by Tipu Sultan. But do you know there is a very interesting story behind it? Once Tipu Sultan imprisoned a Scottish soldier in this particular fort. His name was David Baird. The story began during the Second Anglo-Mysore War in 1780. David was a young Scottish soldier fighting along the British troops in the Battle of Pollilur against the forces of Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan. In this particular war, the British were badly defeated. David was wounded, captured and taken into imprisonment by Tipu Sultan. He spent almost 4 years as a prisoner of Mysore. Now, during the imprisonment period, accounts connect part of this captivity with Bangalore Fort before he was later held at Srirangapatna. And there is a famous story about his mother. When she heard that David had been chained to another prisoner, she reportedly said, "God help the man chained to our Devi." David was finally released in 1784 after the Treaty of Mangalore. Now, if you think that's the end of the story of David and Tipu Sultan, then you are very wrong. It wasn't. David came back to India, and in 1799, when the British troops surrounded Tipu's capital Srirangapatna, this David was leading the British. On May 4, he led thousands of soldiers through a breach in the fortification. Within hours, Srirangapatnam had fallen. Tipu Sultan was killed fighting against the British forces, and David, who was once a prisoner of Tipu Sultan, was standing right there in the fallen capital of Tipu Sultan. But the story doesn't completely leave Bangalore. After the war, when British established the cantonment in Bangalore, along the Coven Road, the military buildings were named as the Baird Barracks. So even today, his name survives in the same city from where his connections with Mysore started. So that was the story of David Baird and his connection with Mysore. For more such content, follow us on Instagram and subscribe to Storyspan on YouTube.